Are you sad that I'm leaving?
I am sad, Filip.
See? Bad friends can turn into good friends.
Bad friends.
Are you sad that
Let's
I'm
go.
leaving?
It's okay.
Hi, Rafa.
Have a safe trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Startup. It's an easy word to say, but actually it's a very difficult business to execute and get right. You might be thinking, but what is it about a startup that makes it so difficult? Especially when you're doing it solo. Here is the big truth though. You don't have to know everything to start. The whole startup journey is also focused on you learning as you go along. I didn't know everything when I started my startup, and because I have an amazing community and because I'm posting videos, people let me know and they come up with different solutions for me and ideas, and I consider them and take them to account. And I realized that perhaps this is a better way, but I might not know it, so I take that thought away and I go and learn it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Wow, that was a long journey, and I came because I've got some advice for you. Now, when you do decide to take on the challenge of creating a solo startup, you need to understand the amount of commitment you will have and the amount of challenges that you will face and the amount of responsibility that you will have to take on your chest for it to be successful. Now, because we're talking about doing this solo on your own, you essentially take on all the roles in the business and you have to manage them well. You become the designer, you become the programmer, you become someone who's responsible for marketing, the financials, the sales. And then you're also your own manager trying to manage all of that at once. Essentially, what I'm getting to is that you have no free time. But all of that put together makes it so much more exciting. Now, I want to take the way we create a startup and the things we're responsible for in some stages, and I want to briefly explain each one and the challenges that you might come across. Now, the first thing that you need is the idea, of course. Now, this has to be something that you are comfortable with and something that you are really passionate and excited about. Now, I think it's completely fine to go out there and create a business that's structured around something that already exists, but there is one golden rule for that. You are capable of creating any platform, any software that you want to sell that's already out there. The thing you have to remember is that you can always do it better. And if you have a solution for doing it better, well then, you probably have a great idea. Now, the second thing you need to consider in a startup, once you have your idea, is the design. The design of your software or your platform should be created as a mock-up so you know what you're working with. Now, you have to understand that your ideas will change. That is a normal process. You don't have to create a mock-up that you're going to be certain about, and this is exactly how your platform or your software is going to look. I've already changed my idea like 4 times and how I'm going to do things and how things are evolved. And this is all based on further education, further research, and just simple idea changes. So don't be scared to change your mockup, but have a mockup ready that's already there so you can actually start working with something. Now, one thing I do suggest is that you guys use Figma. I found it to be the simplest way and a free way to create nice mockups. If you're looking for a piece of software that you guys will benefit from for free, well, then it's just Figma. Now, the next thing that you do need to focus on is the sales, how you're going to manage sales within your startup idea. Sales, of course, is combined with great marketing, but also some of the things we need to consider is payment plans, payment methods, and so on and so forth. With many startups, and I would actually go ahead to say that most startups, when they're offering a pricing solution, they tend to deal with a recurring subscription for customers. It's something that works best. We have to consider that when we want to take a payment, we have to give the user flexibility of the type of payment method that they want to use. Once we do offer many ways to pay, for example, we could take credit card payments through Stripe, then also accept PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, which we should for great user experience, things start to become a little bit complicated when managing that recurring revenue because it's coming from all different platforms. You need to be on top of this and you need a way to manage those recurring streams of revenue on one platform so you can continue to make much more informed decisions about your business. Now, one of the great solutions I have found for that is ChartMogul, and it's something I will definitely be using with my startup. It allows you to automate the reporting of key subscriptions and display all of that in a really beautiful dashboard. It allows you to track your cash flow in one place, and as a result, scale your business by understanding the trends behind those numbers. Now you can check out the link below to see how ChartMogul can help you learn from revenue data and grow your business. Now the next thing is the marketing. I have this theory that I really believe in of what great marketing is, especially when you're creating a startup and you're selling a product, you're selling a piece of software, or you're creating a platform that you want people to use. Here is what I think marketing should be. Marketing is not just a way to drag people over and have them see the product and be like, yeah, that's cool, maybe I will use it in the future. That is not what good marketing is. Good marketing is when you show something to someone that you've made, they go over to check it out, and then they notice it and they're like, okay, this is really cool. I don't just want to use it, but I need to use it. And the way you show them why they have a need to use a product is by giving them examples. And I think examples are a fantastic way to sell something. You show them examples of why your platform might be beneficial. You show them examples why they need your product and how it would benefit their company. You show them examples of why your software can do something that other softwares cannot and why they need that and how it can be so easily integrated that they will want to use it. People love visual things and they love to see how something works before they commit their own money to and invest their own money into something. So giving examples of the startup and your product, platform, whatever, is absolutely essential to actually have people come over naturally, use it, invest in it, and recommend it. Then we go on to focusing on financials. This is a hard one. The aim is to create a business that will have enough value to go to a program like Y Combinator, which is going to help you fund an early stage startup. In order for anyone to offer large sums of money to actually help you fund this business, where obviously they get some kind of a percentage cut of that business, they need to know the numbers, and you have to show them the numbers of your financials, of your business. This means that as an owner, you need to produce regular financial statements that will cover things like working capital, gross profit margin ratios, and returns of investment. And that seems a little overwhelming. This is something I would personally dedicate my own money and funds for and pay someone who can do this for me because simply I cannot trust myself. Now, to summarize all of this, you are your own manager. You are responsible for your time and your work ethic. Now, apart from that, you need to be someone who's open-minded enough to take criticism and use it for your well-being. Now, this is something extremely important. You will always get criticism about your business, and you might work on something that you've struggled with, and someone might come up and say that they don't like this because they think that maybe it can be done better. A lot of emotions and a lot of feelings go through that point, and it kind of hurts sometimes because you know how much time and effort you dedicate into something. But it's so important to look further than what you have done and the time you put into it, and actually try and understand the perspective of the other person. Because very often, sometimes they give you a different perspective that you can use to your advantage to actually make your business better, to make your platform better, to make your software better, and to actually have people that will enjoy it more. Now, for all of you that are taking this solo startup journey, I wish you the best of luck. Follow this channel, subscribe, like this video, and enjoy. And I'll see you in the next one.